Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
At the 42-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the Broncos are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Alex Singleton there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 28-yard line.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Waste of time.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That one, take it in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Nick snap on 1st and 10. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Broncos first down.
Give them 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Fullback trying to power it home. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Will Lutz.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On play action, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Man in motion is Brown. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open man, left side, he's got it. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
Eagles.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. So, first and 10 here now at the 38 as we are ready to get back underway. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Hurts again. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
Second and a yard. They'll give it to Dobbins. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he's on to punt for the second time. Fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. One out to Smith. But he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball, and those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Hicks. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
A short gain up to the 20. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love third and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
18.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd down and 3. He'll try to run here with Barkley. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll try to run for it, and he's going to have an Eagles first down, and they get it rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here. They leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 14, Broncos 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Broncos.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his 1st read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
That is no good. He missed it, and they are not able to draw closer.
14.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On first down, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Zone read. This is Nix, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Still first down.
Throwing. Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims.
Nix's pass complete to Marvin Mims. A 10-yard pickup brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Second and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. A run with Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Dominance. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. The Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. To start the drive. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 7. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
For an Eagle.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
Dotson, the man in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. That is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
14.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Broncos. Here's Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And the Broncos first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Taking off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Dobbins. A big hole. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
First and goal, Denver.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. There he goes again.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2 and no further. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. That's Goddard in motion. 4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Once again, it's Barkley.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Brings up third.
Well,
and
give him some
5.
credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 6.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He takes off. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Brings up third.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nix from the gun on third down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Dotson, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Hurts. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Broncos 14.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Nick's going to look to throw. It's caught left side by Ingram. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Second down. Nix. Rolling right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Denver first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. They'll drop to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing is Nix. Good blocking, and he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Broncos 21.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one. There's no try, an onside kick.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
timeout, Denver. That's their second. We'll talk things over before third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Man in motion is Smith. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone yet again. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards. Here's 1st down. Throwing. Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it. 17 seconds to go in the game.
19-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. To throw is Nix. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.